Hello and welcome to, as you can see from the title at the top, some Dominion ladder games. It's been quite a while since I've recorded myself playing any games on ladder. I think the last time was in the run-up to the Shuffle It Championship last year, so it's probably close to a year ago. The Shuffle It Championship is coming up later this year. I don't remember exactly when. But the signups haven't even opened yet, so it'll be a while. But my rating is kind of not the best right now. My fee is a little high, my mu is a little low, my level's a little low, and I wanted to work on those a little bit and just generally, try to improve my Dominion skills. Also, maybe, have more chances to play with some of the newer cards. And then I wanted to record these partially because maybe people would find it interesting, but mostly, honestly, because I think I play better when I'm recording, and that forces me to talk through my thought process. So that's going to be what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to have extra second edition on to promote that a little bit, but not as the only thing. So let's go. Storyteller has errata. Eventually I'm going to turn that thing off, but I have yet to determine whether it shows up every time you see a card with errata, if it only shows up the first time you see a card, that particular card. Anyway, we have a 5-2. We're obviously not buying anything on the 2. It's certainly open with an upgrade here. Draw is Storyteller. There's Treasure Trove, so we could use that. I think I am going to open with an upgrade. There's also Windfall. We can do stuff with Royal Galleys. There's the question of, do we want to take a tent? There is going to be a fair amount of terminal space that we have and not a whole lot to spend it on, so I think spending it on one tent is reasonable. Wow, okay. Well, because then we can end up picking up Garrison and Hillfort. This is quite a couple of shuffles that we've had here. So we can get a second upgrade. We could go ahead and take a Storyteller. We could take a Falconer. There is a little bit of risk of terminal collision there. I'm not super excited about Falconer, although it can react to gaining Royal Galley, so that's pretty nice. Actually, it can react to gaining forts as well. Having more trashing would certainly be good. But I do like getting a gainer. I think I'm going to pick up a Falconer. Maybe that's a mistake. Okay, well, we're going to need to see... this is actually pretty awkward, because we don't have the ability to hit anything more than 3 here. I mean, if we're willing to take another tent, we can react the Falconer to that. And maybe that is the play here. Because we can always upgrade the tent. And then we could galley. It's either that or we... Yeah, I think this is awkward, but I think that's actually what I'm going to do. Do we want to galley, or do you just want a walled village? I think we want the galley. And do we want to take... I think a garrison... It's a little... like... old to take one here. I think I'm going to take... We aren't going to trigger a shuffle yet, though. We're going to have like 7 coins. Maybe we'll take a garrison. having gallied this tent isn't really going to do anything this turn. I think I'm going to... Oh, I could rotate again and take a hill fort. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Hill fort can activate Falconer. Good times. Unfortunately, there's no good way to get our garrison into play before we play the hill fort. If we manage to draw our Falconer, though... We did not. It's okay. I think we just take Walled Village now. That's awkward. There's... I think I'm just going to play the garrison and buy another Royal Galley. I should really get another upgrade. I can upgrade this tent. Both of the tents, really. Oh, my opponent got a tent too. When did that happen? Oh. Okay. I think I'm gonna take Walled Village because I'm still like kind of terminal choked here. And yes, Royal Galley does help with that, but not as definitively. I don't know if that's the word that I'd want here. So we could double rotate back into garrison here. But do we want to buy a garrison? I don't know that we actually do. I think I'm going to not do that. And buy another upgrade. At some point we should get Storyteller, but oh boy. I guess no, this is just awkward. Maybe we end up gallying the Falconer. Not ideal. I mean, if we get lucky and we draw the right card here, I've probably fallen too much for greed in this game. I probably should have... Oh, okay, that helps. Let's grab a Walled Village. Wait, why? Oh, costing less than this. Okay. Yeah, it's gotta be Walled Village. Well, that's interesting. I think I'd rather just galley the Walled Village. Give myself a little bit more flexibility. Okay, so we can play Garrison, and then we can upgrade... We'd certainly go estate the Forager. We could go tent. Tent to galley by a Walled Village. I mean, I definitely don't need a second tent. And I like that better than taking a silver or a forager, I think. Eventually we will get a storyteller, I swear. Maybe we won't need to, though. Maybe. All right, let's galley another walled village. I think we're gonna put a galley into hand, but we might want to see if we can find... Oh no, we have our garrison in play already, so that's not a concern. Oh, it's the falconer reaction that we might want to... and I think it's fine. We have plenty of terminal space right now. We want to just play this tent. We could pick up another garrison this turn if we play the tent, rotate, and then upgrade the estate into a tent. I think I like doing that. Maybe we actually don't... Okay, I'm gonna take this garrison. Maybe we actually don't need storyteller, I don't know. Seems a little silly to think that we might not, but... Storyteller could get Quarry into play, which would be pretty cool for Hillfort. Right, because Hillfort is up to 4. Don't even want the garrison? Oh, hey, Forager's plus buy. Probably given some thought to that. Being a Forager for that reason. With Treasure Trove, we can keep it powered up too, so yeah, Forager would be a good pickup. I could have used one last turn, that's for sure. Da-da-dun, da-da-dun. Don't rotate. Okay, so it's Gallia Walled Village. Let's play our garrisons. We have 3 garrisons total, so I think it's fine to play 2 of them here. Hillfort to gain Royal Galley. We could potentially take the Forager here. Maybe that is better. We want another Forager? I think I want another Hillfort is the thing. I can always upgrade the Forager into a 4 cost. The piles are low, so that's something to watch out for. Opponent has 2 strongholds, which is where their points are coming from. Yeah, we're going to draw a lot of cards here. I guess we're never getting Storyteller, and that's fine. We should also consider upgrading a 4 into a Treasure Trove this turn if we have the opportunity. Yeah, Treasure Trove will also activate Garrison really nicely. You gonna take another stronghold? Okay. Kind of weird. Gallia Walled Village. Gallia Walled Village. Gallia Walled Village. Garrison into play. So I almost wonder if we have a win. I mean, we need points, right? That's going to be the tricky part. And how do we get one stronghold? We have to get one stronghold, one garrison, one hill fort, and then like a province, and then also 3. No, there's no way, right? There's no way. So I mean, we can certainly upgrade a tent. I guess we could upgrade the tent and then upgrade the thing we upgraded the tent into. Rather than lowering these piles, we could take quarry. So tent into quarry, quarry into treasure trove, forge a copper, or we could hill fort for it instead of upgrading the tents. That might actually be better. Hill fort for quarry, upgrade quarry to treasure trove. Stronghold on top. If we rotate, we have garrison, so we can take the second garrison and make sure we have draw for that. All right, I think I'm going to do that. So play a tent, rotate this, and hill fort or falconer for garrison. Well, we can hill fort for garrison and then react with falconer to gain something. Honestly, maybe just a. Well, we could gain the quarry, I guess. Okay, hill fort for garrison. We don't react to falconer. Do we need the terminal space? 1, 2, 3. I guess we don't need the terminal space. So I think I'm not going to react, actually. Okay, so then we're going to upgrade copper, play this garrison. Then we falconer for, or we hill fort for quarry. We can react falconer to that if we want to. I guess might as well do that and that. Hill fort for quarry. What do we do with the falconer? We can just gain a silver. That seems reasonable. And safer. I think I will. Oh, this isn't a multi-type. Okay, I don't get to react that. Never mind. Oh wait. I don't have the draw to, oh, I do need to take a draw card to, nah. I should have done this differently. I should have falconered for the quarry so I could upgrade it and draw it with the hill fort. Ah. Now I need to take a walled village. Crap. Didn't want to lower the pile. I think it'll be okay, but... eh. Okay, so we're gonna have 12 coins. I think I'm gonna want... I think I'm gonna take another quarry with the extra 4 coins. I think I don't rotate here. Well, probably just doesn't matter. Hillfort gaining Hillfort with quarry in play requires having a storyteller. I don't know. The reason I'm thinking about taking a quarry is mostly as upgrade fodder. There is no tent autoplay. Say never top deck thing. Yeah, we're going to draw all the cards. Garrisons are hopefully going to be the difference maker here, because our opponent does not have the garrison draw at all, and they don't have storyteller either. If they can empty piles this turn, they will win. I don't think they're going to be able to. They have the one Falconer, they have the one Hill Fort. I have 2, and there's 1 in the pile. How are they drawing through the rest of their deck? I guess if it's mostly cantrips, they can do it, but... oh, they have the upgrade, right. Need to gain 5 cards. Well, they need to gain 6. No, they need to gain 5 cards so the Stronghold is worth victory points. Right. Yeah, they can't do it, which means I think I'm pretty likely to be able to win this turn. Okay, so let's figure this out. We might as well play our garrisons in case that matters, which it probably will not. If we forge quarry, copper, we get 2 coins per forager. So our goal is to gain a hill fort, stronghold, a royal galley, a walled village, and a province. The 4s are easy to gain. We can upgrade a 5 into the stronghold. We can upgrade a 4 into the hill fort. Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be pretty trivial. So if we do hill fort for royal galley, we can react Falconer to gain walled village. +1 card, +1 action. Then we hill fort. We upgrade galley into hill fort. We upgrade hill fort into stronghold. And we're already where we need to be. Coins, trash quarry, trash copper, hill fort for an estate, because why not? Cool. Alrighty. Well, our opponent left the table, but I would leave the table anyway. If you haven't watched me do this before, I do not like rematching. I kind of would prefer to not have the option, to be honest. It feels less like laddery to me, is part of the reason. Like, there's a lot of games where, you know, you don't control the matchmaking, and I feel like that's more true to the idea of having ratings, because there's less manipulation you can do if you don't have control over that. Anyway. Well, that is a username. That is a username. That is certainly a username. Okay, so we could certainly open with Bounty Hunter, and probably will, but let's look at what else is going on here. We want to get probably an altar for Gaines's. I think it's got to be Bounty Hunter. Question is, so we could go Ghost Town and guarantee that we see our Bounty Hunter. We could go Ducat. We could go Supplies. Ducat's not very exciting on this board. Supplies only hurts our ability to see our Bounty Hunter if we draw it turn 4. So the odds of bottom decking Bounty Hunter aren't that high. Are we going to want Ghost Towns in general? Maybe. Probably. The only draw is Nobles. So that's something else to note. I think I'm going to go with Supplies, but I'm not confident. Okay, this, I think I'm actually just going to... Oh, no, wait. Altar. Right. We will want Nobles, of course, but Altar first. Here, we can certainly get another Supplies. We don't need a Ghost Town. It's not really good time for it. So I guess I will take another Supplies. Okay, this is more money than I need, but so it goes. I can't afford a Nobles, and I will take one. And we can alter Estate into Plaza next. We're going to want some plus buy, but I think having... Well, actually, we'll see what we can afford, which is probably going to be a Ghost Town, so maybe we actually will take a market. Pirate? Oh, I don't really want Pirate. I mean, you can use it to gain supplies, I guess, but... I don't anticipate gaining too many more supplies anyway. Like, I want to be buying plazas and nobles, not supplies. Yeah, I think I'm going to take Market Ghost Town here. And this should have a solid chance of decolliding our two terminals, and if it doesn't, well, it's more likely to than the plaza. Yeah, probably, maybe about as likely. I don't know, actually. Whatever. I think it's arguable that I should have taken our plaza Ghost Town, but yeah, whatever. Okay, so we can bounty hunt estate, go market plaza. It is unfortunate that we don't pick up a nobles here, but and this is a little bit awkward. Maybe we don't play the nobles and we just buy Ghost Town or Plaza. Second Pirate. Like, I would really like to buy another Nobles, right? But if I play Nobles for cards, the odds of that working out are not great. And then Nobles misses the shuffle. I think I'm just gonna buy... I think it's Plaza. I'm not sure about that. Okay, good. And hopefully we can afford a Nobles this turn. Guess it's possible that I will want to discard with this Plaza, so I'm going to play the horses first. Now, there's no harm in discarding 1 copper here. We're not going to trigger a shuffle. I don't think. No. Is it possible that we don't want to bounty hunt a copper? We have 6, 7, 8, 9, so 8. I guess we probably do take a supplies here. 8, 9. Bounty hunt. We alter a copper. Like, I think I want supplies more than I want nothing, right? So we have 9 coins total, including the coffer. We alter, we're at 8. If we bounty hunt, we're at 7, which means we can't take a supplies. I think it's worth taking a supplies. I mean, we might trigger our opponent's pirate, but... do we want another market or do we want another plaza? Probably a plaza this time. Did not trigger it. Good. Obviously, we didn't actually need to discard that copper, but whatever. That's cute. Yeah, gotta be nobles. I'm not gonna discard that. Yeah, I'm not gonna discard that either. Okay, this clearly can discard. We can also go alter copper into market. So we can do nobles supplies again. I think that's... Question is, do we want a bounty on a copper? I think so. At some point, we might get the opportunity to like bounty hunt some of these horses and then get them back. Maybe not. We'll see. The gold gaining is like, I mean, it's reasonable, but there's not that much draw here is the thing. Like, I'd rather have the market stack, like the non-stop card stuff, which supplies sort of is, and plaza and market is, and then can bounty hunt green and just stay clean the whole way through. It'd be nice if we could hit double nobles here, which is another reason that it'd be nice if we get bounty hunt like a horse or something, because that would give us, I think that would give us the ability to take multiple nobles. We shall see. Or we'll try to do that. If I can take like a 5-3 nobles edge, I think that would be pretty good. I guess 4 nobles is a fair amount of draw. Maybe I'm being too down on that. But I drew my deck and my opponent didn't, so there you go. Of course, I guess it's possible they haven't, no. Doesn't say enough to buy double nobles, but they do not. Well, they don't have plus buy, so. They bought a gold? They're just to react with pirate? Ew. Okay, I'm gonna play one horse here. It looks like we should have the draw to draw back around to a offer, or copper rather, so I'm gonna discard that. Yeah, we can do it. Oh, we should. Well, no, we have the actions to do. Oh, but not at. So we have 6. This will be 7, 8. So we'll have the 12 without bounty hunting the horse, but bounty hunting the horse will let us keep some coffers. So I think I like being able to do that. I'm just thinking about the timing. Oh wait, we have 2 coppers. Okay, yeah, so we can alter copper into market. I should have done this already, but whatever. Market. We discard. Do this. This. Do this. Buy 2 nobles. And do we take a ghost town as well? Just having the 1 ghost town each turn, I think, would be pretty nice. I think yes. Now, I think we're ready to transition to greening, or at least to start to. I mean, we'll see whether our opponent takes the last nobles. I will definitely take the last nobles if they don't. But, either way, I expect to want to take a province this turn. We are going to actually want to consider buying copper now with some of our excess buys. Okay, so they go straight for province. How badly do we want to? I guess we could also bounty on the altar, but I'd like to keep it around. Really want to find the supplies. Here we go. Our copper works too. So maybe we'd rather discard the supplies actually, so that we have the altar ready to go. Ah, okay. Not really sure what changed there to make my opponent want to resign at that particular moment. Maybe they had a bad hand and just like, yeah, screw it. I don't know. But either way, yeah, I mean, I think overall, the pirate thing is not the way to go. And the fact that they passed up nobles to do stuff with that, I think was not great. I mean, Pirate Gold is 2 stop cards in your deck with an average of, well, I mean, Pirate does stay out for a turn, so in some ways it's less bad, but then again, it's not doing anything at all one of those turns, right? Like, half the time it sort of is a gold, I guess, and then the other half of the time it's like just a completely useless card, something like that. If you get to react it, then that changes. That does change the calculus a little bit, depending on the timing. Well, I guess only really if you get to react it during your opponent's turn, though. And there was only one... No, I guess I bought 2 supplies while they had pirates in their deck. Whatever. Yeah, I just think gold gaining there is not really what you want to be doing. I mean, it could work. I think if it was the way to go, it wouldn't be the way to go until, like, my deck might have been able to start looking at that. Like, to take up on a pirate that turn. I would have wanted to gain that last nobles, as I already mentioned, but, you know, and I could see taking a pirate over another market maybe at that point, because I did have, like, a lot of draw and overdraw, although I could use the overdraw to turn the plazas into money, so the value of getting additional treasures in the deck wouldn't be as high anyway. But yeah, I definitely don't think pirate was the thing to do early in the game. All right, let's go. Farmland. All right, I am pretty sure I have seen farmland before, so I am going to click the button finally to say don't show me this again, because it is re-showing me cards that I already know about. Not that I didn't really know about all of them anyway. We have another 5-2. We are going to get a Sea Witch. It's a little unfortunate that... well... Okay, so I guess there's no trashing here unless you want to count farmland. It's a little unfortunate that we could end up with terminal collision here. There's like some consideration here to going for Academy, I guess. But I think getting the cursing in initially is way too important to do that. Academy will definitely be something we want to pick up. We're also going to want to get scrying pools. Oh, Island is thinning as well. Okay. Well, Cut Purse will not hurt us if it attacks this turn, so I hope it does. Yeah, nope. Okay. 3... Yeah, so how do we feel about adding a silver to our deck? Not great. The thing is, the Sea Witch is going to help us hit Academy, even if only on the duration turn. And we're going to be buying some scrying pools. Those don't require that we have a lot of money. I would have liked to hit 4 so I could get a potion, but I think I'm just going to take a Settlers. Yeah, we're not gonna hit 5 this turn because, yeah, we're gonna get cut pursed. But turn after that, taking another Settlers here, I guess so. I mean, it will help with our draw in multiple ways. Oh, oh, this is gonna be all screwed up. Like, we're going to discard the 2, draw and discard the 2 cards, and then we're going to trigger a shuffle with the Settlers. That's so annoying. That's so annoying. I would take... Yeah, we actually don't hit 5 here, which is freaking annoying. I'm going to take a potion. Maybe I was meant not to trigger the shuffle, but then I wouldn't have been able to hit the potion either. Anyway, I was going to say, I think I would take Academy ahead of Bustling Village, but I'm not actually sure about that. Bustling Village has a more immediate impact. We're going to hit 4 here, which is not great now that we have the potion. Man, this is really not going well. Maybe I do take a silver. Like, Cut Purse does not work particularly well right now, although we don't have that many terminals. We have 1. I guess I'll take Cut Purse. I really hope I don't like hit 5p this shuffle and then have to decide between Academy and Scrying Pool. I mean, I guess I'd take Academy, but it would just be really annoying. Four again. Oh gosh. Oh man. Do we take an island? I mean, it is thinning, but timing is not good. It's so hard to hit 5. How has my opponent done it so many times? I guess Cut Purse is the reason. 3 terminals in the deck is sure a lot. Sure a lot. Next turn, we're not going to trigger a shuffle immediately, so we will be able to leverage the settlers. Okay, we'll probably hit 5. Then we can decide whether we want Bustling Village or Academy. It might actually be Bustling Village because of the synergy with the 3 settlers we already have in our deck. I really do want Academy, but there's also an argument for second Sea Witch, of course. Somehow... Oh, never mind. Yeah, somehow we're still tied on curses. I guess I did get my Sea Witch earlier. I don't know whether, like, how vital it is that I get another one. Like, obviously, my terminal space isn't going to support that right now. Great. We hit 6p. Oh, man. It's gotta be a village, not... I think it's Bustling Village. Okay. This is fine. We see the potion immediately. We can pick up another Scrying Pool. Not another, but we can pick up a Scrying Pool in lieu of the one that we didn't take before. Tunnel, huh? I don't think I want that. Oh boy, here come the curses. Okay, now here's a question. Island Estate or Island Curse? If we farmland, Curse into Estate is a 2-point swing. Estate into Island is a 1-point swing. Island's a better card. I don't know. The 2-point swing probably actually matters more. And now, do we buy anything? I mean, I understand the logic behind Tunnel, but I really want to work on having a better deck first. So I think the answer is no. Okay, discarding that Cut Purse is a-okay with me. They just triggered a shuffle without their Sea Witch in it, which is also helpful. Granted, I might end up doing the same thing, but I'll at least have the option not to. Unfortunately, our Bustling Village is one of the 3 cards coming up, so like if we don't draw it with the Settlers, we're going to draw it with the Sea Witch, and... Oh wait, never mind, Sea Witch is going to miss, for sure. What am I talking about? That's how that works. Yeah. Oh, great. The Bustling Village is the last card. Oh, could it possibly be correct for us to rat the Sea Witch instead? And try to get 2 plays in the next shuffle? I think it actually is correct, because missing the Bustling Village is so bad. Well, that didn't really work out, did it? And if we don't see the other Sea Witch until the bottom of the shuffle, we're going to have kind of wasted it. I mean, not exactly, though. Would I like to have Academy? Or another Bustling Village. Yeah, they both missed the shuffle here. I mean, I guess it probably doesn't matter. We'd probably end up in the same place in the curse split that we would have regardless. So, yeah. It's gotta be that we play the Sea Witch. So again, we buy nothing. This has just been really unfortunate sequencing. It's hard for me to believe that Cut Purse Settlers is a better open than Sea Witch Settlers, but it sure has worked out that way because our opponent has hit 5 a bunch more than we have. And as a result, we lost the curse split, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we definitely lost the curse split. 6-4, and we lost, and they've got Academy, they've got 2 Bustling Villages to our 1. It's just, we're getting destroyed. Not too terribly much I think I could have done about it. I guess what I could have done is taken another, do I have a Settlers in there? Yes. And I still don't hit 5. My god. My god. Probably need to take Tunnel at this point, just because piles are low. This card's a Tunnel. Oh, you can. I guess you can do that without gaining a card. I don't think that's actually good for you, but whatever. It's like you want to pair up like your bustling villages and your rangers and stuff, and gold is not helping you do that. Oh, great. This turn is going to be crap too. Probably doesn't matter anyway. You should just buy double bustling, I think. Rogue? Why? Double rogue? What the heck? Why would you do that? What does that accomplish? There's nothing in the trash, and the odds of you hitting something of mine to trash are terrible. I have so many curses and coppers and all this garbage. I guess you must be thinking you're going to top deck something good with Scrying Pool. Okay, fine, whatever. Whatever. It's just, you could just win the game. You could just take 2 bustling villages, and then you could rat for Scrying Pools and just win the game. But okay. Oh no, you got my potion. Oh, I should have, well, maybe not, actually. I don't know, maybe this was better. At 5, amazing. It doesn't matter anymore. I mean, we could take Academy. It's rather, I mean, it would allow us to start doing things. The problem is it's, like, too late to do things, but I guess I'm better served hoping that I get the opportunity to do things than giving up. Like, what, you know, it's not like buying a duchy is doing any good. Bustling village, I don't know. Maybe my opponent's plan is to farmland these golds into provinces. I mean, buying provinces seems about as easy, but... I mean, at some point you would want the money. I just think I would rather have, like, more rangers. Like, you've got Academy, right? So, like, get some more rangers, get some more draw your deck, and then worry about tunnel stuff. I meant to place settlers first so that I can draw a copper knowing that I have an estate on top. I guess I probably am. They also seem to be ignoring the fact that they could rat to gain scrying pools. Well, the hope... Oh, they gained another potion. The hope is that their deck somehow falls apart. I don't know that that's terribly likely. Great. Oh, God. Or I could just resign. Let's do that instead. This is just appalling. Yeah, I don't know. I fully blame Shuffles for that one. I don't think there was anything I could have really done in that game. Somebody wants to leave me a comment and say, this is what you could have done, but Alright, we got Cathedral. We've got University. I guess University Menagerie works pretty well. So I think taking Potion here is pretty reasonable. Opponent agrees. It's a little awkward to try to combine that with Den of Sin. Maybe you just don't. Den of Sin would help with the Cathedral angle, but yeah, Devil's Workshop looks like a thing to pick up. Whether we get imps or menageries or even just golds or whatever, that's all to the good. And we might actually get an imp here. Yep. Well, assuming we want a courtyard. That's not entirely clear, but I think it should be fine. Do we want to swap? Or do we just want to take a menagerie? Huh. Tormentor I am not excited about. I think I'm going to take a menagerie for now. We can actually swap imps too if we want. Okay, this is activated menagerie. The tricky thing here is going to be payload. Where does our payload come from? Can't like really gain it with like honestly like Trader might come into play. So we can take a swap. We have another university down there. We're gonna have to top deck a card with the courtyard. Guess ideally that would maybe be a copper to trash, but I don't know. I mean, I guess we could take a Tormentor just to hit like 5. Maybe that is actually better than taking a swap right now. We can take a swap with the university. Do we... Or maybe we're... Never mind. I was going to say a probably wrong thing. So do we want to take another university? I think so. Maybe if we're lucky, this like one courtyard thing like works out pretty well because we can keep top decking copper. Although at some point we're going to run out of copper. It could be time to trash the potion soon as well. So if we're going to do that, we could definitely consider taking a trader and like turning that into a bunch of silver. I don't know if that's actually any good. All right. I think I need another menagerie. take another swap. Let's take another courtyard so that we get to top deck something. I guess we could turn an imp into a courtyard. Well, we can't turn this imp into a courtyard. How much do we care about top decking copper? I don't know. That did not really work out as intended, but I think it's okay. Like, we pretty much drew the worst possible thing we could off that courtyard. Or off the imp? I don't know. No, maybe that's not true. I don't know, whatever. It's still... Like, I can see the logic behind, like, maybe we take a bunch of Tormentors, diluted. It does hurt a little bit. But anyway, taking a bunch of Tormentors for payload instead of treasures, but I think having some treasures in the deck should be fine. That's a lot of Tormentors. Are we guaranteed? I think... Now let's just top deck the Tormentor. I think we might now be guaranteed to be able to play Imp into Menagerie and have that work. Because if we don't, if we draw University, we can play that instead. All right, this has got to be swap Courtyard into Menagerie. Gain another Menagerie or another swap. Not entirely clear. I draw around to it. And maybe even a Tormentor. Okay, we can imp the Tormentor. Interesting that they bought Den. So we have a Tormentor in the discard. I mean, like, Tormentor gets us to 6, or even to 8 if we want it. Double Tormentor and then a swap or something like that. Go imp into Courtyard, we top deck a copper. Too many Tormentors, and should we be buying a province at this point, or should we take a gold and then maybe go Tormentor? It's 2 Tormentors. We go, and then we go swap. We can always swap into more Tormentors. Or maybe we go swap Menagerie, just to make sure we have that extra draw. guess there's no reason to... Well, there's no reason not to either. We're gonna buy gold anyway. That's certainly not gonna hurt them. Alright. End actions. Buy gold. Another imp. I mean, Den's definitely not like bad to have. I wonder if there's any risk associated with taking the second to last university. Actually, Tormentors are pretty low. Oh god, that hurts. Oh god, that really hurts. That's so bad. Oh my god. It's like, the only plus buy is Spice Merchant. We might actually need to take a Spice Merchant, like, this turn, depending on what our opponent does, anyway. Because if they lower piles and buy province, like, what's my response to that, right? I have to get province touchy, which seems hard. Very hard. They take the Spice Merchant. The thing about the Spice Merchant is, like, there's no treasure gaining other than trader, so it's really hard to use it. You can trash the potion. You did it for cards? Okay, Locusting and Imp is whatever. You did Spice Merchant for cards? Oh, a copper. That could actually be helpful. That could actually be helpful. Legitimately. Return a menagerie. Okay. I discarded a swap. That's not ideal. I bought a den. Okay. Do I go ahead and take a Spice Merchant? I don't know. I mean, I can always pick it, of course. So I guess I will. Like, there's a world where we just win this turn, right? No, not really, because we can't gain 2 universities. Right. So maybe we just take Menagerie with the first one, and we just, like, have all the Menageries, and that's good enough. Do we imp? I mean, we could definitely use the terminal space. The risk, draw risk here isn't much. We could swap out a Tormentor and then swap back into it. Or we could just play the Tormentor and then University and play another one. Yeah, easier. I think I'm just going to take another Menagerie with this one. That's a pretty good hit. Okay. So we can imp into the swamp or the courtyard. We do need one more Tormentor. Do we have another Tormentor? I don't think so. I think I take this, and I can always swap it if it turns out to be the wrong play. We get to find out right now. We could take Spice Merchant here and then gain another Tormentor. I mean, it doesn't really matter, I guess. The order of operations. But if we go coins by... Well... We can't... The problem is that because we got Miserable, we can't take the second to last university. That Miserable really sucks. It really, really sucks. Yeah, maybe we just don't swap. Do we want plus buy now? So if we have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We could take a den of our own, I suppose. Don't worry about the Spice Merchant next turn, along with the province. I mean, or we're going to need to top deck something, though. So we could top deck the Devil's Workshop. That's an option. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, we can also top deck this Copper. Like, I think we need the potion, like, threat, right? I think that's important. Oh, we don't have the terminal space to play all this. Ah, crap. Crash the Menagerie. Alright. Something. So maybe we just keep the Spice Merchant in the deck. Don't really worry about it. Oh, we gave him Miserable. Okay, that's really good. That's really good. Okay, we're taking Province. I would be maybe less worried about that if I were them than I would about the Miserable, but I don't know. I mean, it is bad to get the Menageries trashed. It's for sure bad. Actually, Swap and Tormentor are kind of low. Maybe there's a world where they can... Well, how are they gonna... They're gonna be able to gain that much, that many 5s. Like, they don't have that many universities. I don't... Well, if they can swap into... What would they be swapping out of? Imps, I guess, but they don't have... I don't think they can do it. Looks like they're going for it. Like, did I lower piles too much? I don't think so. didn't really... I guess I took a Tormentor in addition to the Menageries, but did I even take any swaps? Maybe I did. Maybe I did. Even hitting 10 might be difficult for their deck, though. They don't have the terminal space to play all those Tormentors. Discard an action or treasure. Gah, no! Okay, it's not gonna matter, actually. No, that's maybe actually helpful. We only have one copper, right? So, like, we can... Oop, not that. We can do this safely. Now we should be able to empty on piles. Oh, we do have another copper. Ooh, yuck. So this is potentially swap Tormentor into Spice Merchant. To activate the Menagerie. Oh, I guess it's because I got greed at some point. Alright, now we want to gain probably a swap. Another swap. We input Tormentor, I guess. Or Spice Merchant. Enter. We've got to keep them anyway, so we might as well. Yeah, we can swap out of imps. So we just keep taking swaps. Oh wait, I said we were going to swap out of imps, right? We just don't play this courtyard. And swap out of that. It's amazing that all those cards are uniques. Can we avoid... Yeah, okay. Wow. That was certainly a game. Whew. I need... Even if I did want a rematch, I need to take a minute to, like, just process that. What went well for me there? I mean, my opponent lowered piles and tried to go for a win and didn't get there. That's certainly part of it. Trashing two of their menageries was a big deal. The fact that we got the miserable back, although as it turned, the way that it played out, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. But it could have mattered for sure if they had done differently. I think taking the gold didn't really turn out to matter. Like it could have, but it didn't. I mean, maybe it was good just for reach, but it didn't really have an effect. I mean, I guess I trashed their menageries. I had, and I also just had more menageries. I'm gonna real quick look and see. I want to see what the menagerie distribution actually was. I had 6 menageries. They had 2. So I won the menagerie split, and then on top of that, I trashed 2 of their menageries. I also had more imps. Yeah, that was probably the difference, ultimately. I think maybe buying the dens that they bought wasn't so good. Not because den wasn't, like, you know, I'm not because I think den was worse than nothing, but because I think maybe the opportunity cost there was high. But yeah, it's hard to say exactly. It was actually second player, so it wasn't a first player thing. Interesting game for sure. All right, I think I've got time for another one. Palace, Orchard, and Band of Nomads. The triple sidewaysness of the latest patch. I don't know if I've been hitting this button. Apologies if I have not. So, Band of Nomads. When you gain a card, you can play. Okay, so you can de-terminal collide Hermit. That's good to know. So the trashing is Sailor, Monastery, Hermit. Going Sailor, Hermit makes a lot of sense because Sailor can put Importer into play, and Importer and you can. I wonder. I need the order if they collide. Huh. If they collide, I wonder how that is going to work. Like, can Hermit... Oh, okay, it doesn't matter. Is it worth getting a monastery here? I don't know. I should also think about what my long-term plan is. There's no draw, right? So... Orchard... We're gonna want, like, some covens. We're gonna want some masterminds, I guess? It's gonna be pretty awkward, to be honest. Yeah, do we want a monastery? Do we want... Well, we can take another hermit and then take a madman, of course. Which looks pretty reasonable. I mean, can we... This isn't a board where we can, like, not buy things, is it? Maybe it is. There is bishop. I can use madman as our draw. No sailor. Rip, 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 rip. Yeah, I think Coven is the pickup on 5 here. Just to stay competitive on the curses, because the trashing is not so strong that I think, and the board is not so fast that I think that won't come into play. Okay, let's probably take an importer. We could take another sailor as well. Importer or sailor? I mean, there's a... Oh, you know, if we draw the madman, we're not going to be so keen on trashing with the sailor. Are we? That's an argument for importer. It's also possible that I meant to keep the madman, though. If I play the madman, I'm going to trigger a shuffle that has the 5 costs that I gain in it, plus like 4 coppers. 5 cost. I'm going to take another coven. I think. Oh, interesting. I could draw a card and then use that with the madman. That seems like a worthwhile use of that effect. We draw 5 cards, or we could draw 4 cards and trash. It's trash. Yeah, let's go ahead and draw. That worked out pretty well. I think I will take another hermit. I want to spend that right now. If we're gonna do bishop stuff, are we gonna do bishop stuff? We could just take another coven and then have that in the shuffle, ready to go. Have our palace points for that, our orchard points for that, and then start getting masterminds. We can take a mastermind now. The odds that it collides with something we want to mastermind are not too great though yet. So I think I will take the coven. Here, I think I'm just gonna take. So to take another hermit. I guess having a third hermit is also orchard points. Mastermind's really not very good here. Is the thing. You can't mastermind a madman. It doesn't work. You could mastermind a bishop. And then, play a hermit, gain a madman, and then, or play a hermit, not buy anything, gain a madman sort of thing. I'm not thrilled about gaining another importer that I'm not putting into play with Sailor, so I think I'm going to take another hermit and then take a madman. Okay, we can do hermit for action here. Or, use the Band of Nomads, I mean, to play the importer. No madman. One other sailor here. Oh, we could put a mastermind into play. That's probably the thing to do. Though, I guess it's not going to be very good anyway. Because the coven stuff is going to be done. Yeah, maybe it'll give our opponent... we're going to split the curses, presumably. But maybe masterminding a coven will at least give them the curses immediately. It's too bad. We could win the curse split. If we had a madman here, we would be reasonably likely to win the curse split. Oh, the timing on this is all wrong, isn't it? Well, could take a charm. I guess I'll do that. We could draw a card. We could draw 2 cards, and then maybe I would win the curse split. No, because I won't. Once I buy something, so it's only 1 card. It's a 2 in 9 chance to find a madman, and another 2 in 9. So it's a 4 in 9 chance to find another coven and win the curse split. Yeah, I think I'm down for that actually. Figures. And now we're kind of gonna want to not play the madman so that we can trash those curses. Well, I guess if we could draw the curses that we're gonna presumably get dumped this turn. I mean, maybe not. Maybe they don't have another coven. Oh, I thought they played a mastermind last turn. I guess they didn't. I thought they played one with Sailor. Okay. So we're not going to get the curse dump. That's good. We can trigger a shuffle without it. Masterminding the Coven is like fine, but not that exciting. Masterminding the Madman just gives us extra actions. Which the Coven also does anyway. I think maybe I just don't play the Madman this turn. I mean, I have 8 coins. What else am I going to do? There's nothing for the Hermits to trash, and if I am going to buy something... There's not really anything for them to gain... Or, like, there's not... Like, they can't gain a Madman, right? So... I think I just... So we could just buy Province. We could take a Horde. If we're planning to do Bishop stuff, that could work out. You gain a victory card if you bought it. So unfortunately we do have to buy them, which means we can't do Madman stuff with that, but still... I think I will. This is the turn where we buy some green, I think. Playing the Horde, playing the Charm, assuming we draw them. We're reasonably likely to. With 2 Madmen, we're going to draw 4 cards, and then we're going to draw 7 cards. So that's almost the entire deck. So we're very likely to, I guess, what I guess I should actually say. Yeah, we did. Okay. Cool. Might as well play these. I don't know what that last card is. Guess it doesn't really matter. A Mastermind. Sailor, play an Importer. Don't think we need to play the Hermits. We still haven't gotten the curses dumped on us, which is fantastic. So we could put another mastermind into play if we wanted to. Or we could take a bishop. Or like a duchy if we really want another gold. I don't know that I do. I think I like getting a bishop. And we could gain it with the importer, but we can also gain like... Oh no, wait. Maybe I should take... Should I take another mastermind? Any other mastermind into play here doesn't really help that much, is the thing. We could take another sailor. Maybe that's the play. Just to clean up these last 4 coppers. Not that we're super likely to see them. Yeah, let's take the bishop. The bishop can do that too. Want. Please play your coven. Dang it. Maybe they plan to leave me with the 5 curses in exile. Wouldn't bother me too much. Trash you. Import. Let's see. I have... Well, we might as well mastermind the coven. Do we just take another mastermind because it's points? I guess so. I guess I'm just going to buy a province here. I mean, I could buy nothing and take a hermit, but I don't think that's correct. I mean, a madman. You have enough for province? Oh, there goes the coven. Dang it, why did you have to do that when I couldn't triple play my hermit? Annoying. Alright, I'm just gonna trash a copper here. Can still buy province. Mastermind. One more mastermind will be worth 3 points for us from Orchard. One more hermit as well. This is the turn where we're going to do that. And I think we're going to... Oh, well, I guess if we're taking a... If we're going to take a madman, then we don't actually... Are we worried about running out of masterminds to take because they're going to pile the masterminds? Maybe we should be worried about that. If we take hermit and mastermind now... How many importers do you have? 5? My god. Yeah, grabbing one more mastermind seems like, just to make sure that they don't deny it, seems fine. I don't know what I'm spending these favors on, I guess. This is not ideal. I have an importer in play. I guess I'm going to buy a bishop, because... Should I play the mastermind or the importer? Importer gives me more threat to win. Yeah, I think mastermind. Because mastermind can also mastermind the hermits. There is like some risk that they can pile here, but they have to get another couple of points. Okay, yeah, I can empty the importers here and get points for it and trash a curse if they don't do something to prevent that. Which it looks like they're not going to have done. Cool. I have to buy something. But that's fine, I can buy a bishop. Oh, I should draw cards. Huh. Cool. I mean, I guess I don't know what my opponent was trying to do exactly. Their deck did not really work. They did manage to trash most of the curses, although so did I by the end. But I also had the curses just like in my deck for a much shorter period of time. Like, I think dumping the curses was definitely better than not, and they have to have been choosing not to dump the curses because the if they were like, they had to have seen covens that they could play between when they gave me the fifth curse in exile and when they chose to dump them, and I assume they didn't want me to trash them, but I think that was a mistake because, you know, I wasn't slogging through curses. But yeah, like 6 importers is so many importers. Like, I don't know what that accomplishes, really. 7 masterminds, like, what are you masterminding? You get, I don't know. I don't really understand it. Like, that might be like a like, you know, good card. Like, you evaluate a card and you say, oh, it's a good card, so I want to get a bunch of them, and not without really considering like what the game plan is or something like that. I don't know, but it didn't really fit together. They were doing. And ultimately we ended up with the same number of orchard points. Granted, the bishop that I bought at the end was pretty superfluous, but anyway. All right, I think I'll do another one. And we've got, whoops, Hermit again. We've got Urchin. Fellowship of Scribes. Don't think that helps. We could certainly open double Urchin. I guess that's probably, I mean, if we don't even try, we could go Hermit something instead, get a little bit of trashing and gain the urchins, but gaining a madman would help line things up for sure. Yeah, actually, although the opponent's urchins are potentially going to help us activate Fellowship of Scribes, which makes it more likely that we collide. So I guess this does make more sense. Or we could just, you know, have this happen. Very reasonable and fair outcome. So... Right. We do have to worry about terminal collision. Hermit is actually a pretty strong gainer here, which is a reason that I'm inclined to take it, even though there is some risk of terminal collision. We can, like, you can gain a lot of good stuff. I'm thinking about scheme as well. Scheming the mercenary would be good. Fellowship Scribes now is not really going to help because you're not going to play anything non-turn. Well, I guess your other urchin. But silver, I think I want to try to avoid taking silver here if I can. Ultimately, what we want to be doing is playing with like cities and merchant guilds. So we hit 6. I think I will go ahead and take a city. Like, we want the plus actions already. I think I'll probably want at least 2 cities before I start thinking about other 5s. We could... No, that doesn't make sense. Okay, good. We can... Yeah, we can discard a state and still trash it. We can play Scheme and Urchin and get, like, a clean shuffle. I don't think I want a second mercenary. I think that's overkill. Do we want to take a sycophant? I guess we had an estate anyway. Do we want to take a sycophant? There's also smugglers. I mean, sycophant does actually seem pretty useful here with Fellowship of Scribes, and it's non-terminal. I think I'm going to take Scheme Sycophant. We're going to scheme the Urchin, I guess. I think we discard a state because we have the Hermit. I should have considered taking a Madman there. Should have considered. Yeah, I will proc this because I want to find my stuff. Although it's a little awkward to like play the Sycophant, and I mean I could discard the Hermit, I guess, but there's only a 1 in 5. There's a 1 in 5 chance that I draw. Well, there's a 2 in 5 chance that I see either city, or there's only a 1 in 5 chance that I see exactly mercenary though. Maybe it is worth it. Maybe it is. Okay, that's fine. It's not, well, it's not totally fine, but I do kind of want more favors. The problem is I would have liked to hit 5, but I guess I wasn't going to hit 5 anyway. At some point, the schemes aren't so good. We could just take a Madman here. Although then we don't have a Hermit in our deck. We could take a Smugglers, but we don't have really the terminal space for it. So I guess I'm going to take one more scheme, and then... we'll see. Yes. Okay, I think I value hitting 5 here more than I value playing the Hermit. Do I want to top deck the Mercenary? I probably do. Granted, I'm not going to have the Sycophant going this turn, but I can trash a Sycophant. That will be totally fine. Oh, they're not going to Mercenary me. Okay, that works too. It is about time for us to take a Smugglers with that Hermit. Okay, I think I still prefer to trash... Well... maybe trashing Sycophant is better. We get the favors. I don't need that right now. Wow, that's rough. They did good, Madman. Okay. Do I want to do this? I think so. Not totally sure. So we can smuggle a scheme for what that's worth. Not worth too much. But I guess I'll do it. We can... we Sycophant discard... hit 5, that's fine. It's probably time for Merchant Guild, although taking another city is also reasonable. I think we want a Hermit for another Sycophant. So I think the order here is... this... do... I guess... do... that, we do... that... that... Oh, maybe we should take an outpost? Maybe we should take an outpost. Yeah, probably. An outpost. Scheme up to 4 cards. 4 is too many. But city, I guess. Still don't really have, like, draw. We could invest in a cultist so that we have draw. Fellowships of the Scribes, I guess, is our draw right now. Sort of mercenary. Oh, alright. Yeah. I don't really know what the difference was there. I mean, I hit Urchin turn 3, which was obviously really good. My opponent did get theirs on turn 4, and I don't know that that mattered so much. It might have just been the ordering. Like, they had 2 mercenaries, but I was more trashed. They took a couple silvers I didn't. Yeah. So it might just be those things. I'm not sure why they were having so much trouble trashing exactly, but yeah. Maybe they actually didn't take enough sycophants? I'm not really sure. Alright. Yeah, let's do another one. I made any game here may be my last, but I'm gonna do at least one more. So we got we have the mule as like a universal diplomat activator, which is kind of cool. Although there's also monkey. Hmm. 2/5, that can't be good. That cannot be good. I mean, we can open with counterfeit, I guess. That can't trash estates. Counterfeit better than mask? I'm not sure. What? Is counterfeit better than mask? Opening counterfeit is kind of like opening money lender with plus buy, like in terms of the impact on the econ. So like, you know, it will. It's just the fact that we have the 5 now is part of what inclines me towards it. We open Masquerade, we may well not. I don't know. It could be. This could be a mistake. All right. We're definitely going to take a mask. The question is, do we take a monkey? Probably take a monkey. All right, this is a diplomat. I mean, it could be an armory, but we've got 2 terminals already. I do want an armory, and there is toil. There's toil. All right. Armory. Oh my god. Oh my god. Armory for silver. Well, that's not very impressive. Or Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, I guess if you're planning to draw with Magnate somehow, but it's got to be correct to just play the monkey, though, rather than muling it and buying a 3-cost. All right, Diplomat. And I guess I could have considered Expand, but no. Sadly, there's no... Maybe it's not sad, I don't know. But there's no attacks that can activate Diplomat anyway. We just play the Diplomat and plan to toil the Armory, maybe. We have 3 counterfeits? What is going on? I mean, if we draw the Mass, we're going to be pretty sad. Draw the Monkey... If we play this, you know... Yeah, hell... It's probably correct to do this. Unfortunately, we have 6, which isn't really the number that I want to have. I mean, I guess Herbalist is not actually terrible in this deck. Once I have 2 Diplomats, and then, you know, soon enough 3, and so on. So maybe... I guess I just mule it, essentially. Doesn't really... None of this really synergizes with Monkey, of course. What can you do? What can you do? Duh. These draws have certainly been something. We probably mule one of these monkeys. So we probably don't really need 2 of them in play. Look at those. I don't know. Bad ducats. Buy 2 coppers? Oh my gosh. This is really not working out. Really, really not working out. If I play both of these... Mule... 1, 2, 3... I still... Yeah, but I think that's still correct. Alright, let's toil the monkey again. And take another diplomat. We're going to want a horse traders at some point. But... that will help alleviate some of this congestion. I don't know, maybe I am playing this wrong. I could believe it. Expand would actually help also. Okay. That for sure. I think we want to play the Masquerade, so anyway, so I think I'm just going to do that. I think I don't trash, probably. No, I do. I think I will take the expand. Oh, well, if we get Masqueraded, I guess we're passing Herbalist. And we don't. Okay. Can work with this. Not Armory. Another Diplomat. Look at us go. The expand doesn't really have a target here. So we could just mule it. It's pretty underwhelming, but we could... They don't have a monkey in play, so gaining... I mean, we could just gain like a silver. Or another monkey or masquerade, since those are muleable. 2, 3, 4, 5 coins versus 6 coins doesn't really matter. Now let's take a masquerade, I guess. Take another diplomat, and then I think my next 4 cost is going to be a horse traders. That is too many of my diplomats. What? Why would you resign this? It's just not clear that my deck does things. Okay, well, fine. And if they'd played a Mask that turn, I would have been pretty sad too. I guess I would have passed Mask, but yeah, would have been pretty awkward. I want to do another one. I guess so. All right, so we've got Bug. Do we have trashing? We do not. The sad, sad sewers and the saddest blacksmith. Well, maybe not the saddest, but so the draw here is really rough. It's like you can do Royal Blacksmith, but it's tough. Yeah, I do think Fishing Village, and probably Courier to start with. Swamp's Gift is good. You knew you were going to get that, then sure. But I want to hit Captain, and I think Courier is going to do a better job. Captain is also draw, of course. I think I'll take another Courier here. So I can courier into courier just to make absolutely sure. I could also take a big hostelry with that, actually. Get 3 horses. Is that better than captain, though? I mean, it's... If I had a trasher, it would be. But I don't. Ultimately, captain's what I want in my deck. I mean, I think I'm just gonna take another courier. Like, this is possibly over terminaling-ish, but right now it works out pretty well. And we're gonna have this, and then we're gonna be able to do this, play this, play this, not trigger a shuffle, take another captain. Okay, so do we just play courier? You probably do. I mean, innkeeper is an option. And, like, actually with courier putting like, innkeeper +5 -6 is, like, pretty likely to just hit captain again, really. Even 3/3 is pretty good, but I kind of like cycling through the deck faster. I don't know how many captains we want before we decide we're ready to start greening, actually. There is Herbalist for +buy, which is like something, but not amazing. I mean, I guess if we can get to the point where we're hitting Province Plus, that'll probably be good enough. What I want to be able to do is like start with Captain as Innkeeper and then also do Captain as Herbalist or something like that. Herbalist is not really cutting it here, right? So we're gonna just courier again. It's just unfortunate we bottom decked the other captain. Like maybe the plan is to basically buy all the captains and then start greening. Oh, we discarded a captain. Cool. I think this captain is also a courier. At this point, do we want... We had a fishing village in play, so getting another fishing village isn't actually that good, but... Yeah, I guess I don't want Ghost Town because Courier can't play it. So I guess I'll take another fishing village. It's not ideal, but it will help if we draw like a super dead type thing with the couriers. My opponent is not doing the innkeeper thing. I notice. Okay, so they're greening. I think my deck is better, so I don't mind being in this position. Doesn't really matter whether we discard Fishing Village or not, I guess. But do we want to play the other Fishing Village? Like, maybe we don't? Maybe? So that we can have them split? I mean, there's some value to that. Guess we don't have to decide that now. I'm going to commit to the idea. Okay, so we can go province and what? I guess a blessed village has some chance to do something relevant. We could grab another courier. That would actually add more payload. That might be better, because being able to hit like 5 and then 6. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take another courier. So I had 3 captains last turn, and I have 2 captains this turn, so I have 5 total compared to my opponent's 3, which are all in play now, which means their next turn is going to be potentially pretty rough. It is possible that I should be going like 3-3 so that I have like 1 more copper in my hand or something, I guess, at this point. Although, then again, maybe not. Yeah, probably not. We just want to make absolutely sure we find all of our stuff. I guess what I'm going to do is do it this way, where we... Oh, right, we have another captain in play anyway. Well, whatever. We're going to have the terminal space to play all this stuff, so it matters not. Might not get to the fishing village. Yeah. Not ideal. Not ideal. I doubt we're ever going to be able to double province here. I think we are adding these couriers, but... And we're going to have to stop adding couriers soon, unless our opponent, like, empty the pile and screw us up. Probably the card to add is another innkeeper. this point. Either that or Blessed Village. I guess the situation is also getting worse with the provinces added into the deck in terms of cycling. I think it's possible that what I should do here is... Well, no, I don't think it is. So we actually have 13 this time. So we could just go ahead and take a duchy now, which puts our opponent in an awkward position. I think that is the right play. Because we can double Innkeeper and be very, very sure that we can hit 8. And if they have to take Duchy and I get to take Province, like, oh, okay, they do hit double Duchy. Wonder I am actually meant to play this captain as Innkeeper. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like, I don't hit double Duchy here. If I was meant to do that before I played this courier. I do, like, I guess the other option is I play the courier and see what it flips. That might happen. Now I do have enough for double Duchy. Granted, this turn is not going to be quite so good. Now this turn we don't actually need to play the Innkeeper, because we've got all those couriers in our discard pile. We can start with Captain as courier and just play through them. Oh, they just triggered a bad shuffle, or so I would assume. Okay, well this has got to be a win. So we play, I guess we play Captain, Courier, or actually the Captain is Herbalist. And we play Courier, Fishing village. Play courier. Play courier. Play captain. As herbalist, and we can just stop here and buy the province. Yeah. So I think the difference, I think there were two difference makers in this game. One of them was that I didn't waste time on stuff that didn't matter. So like the Blessed Village opening, they did get a wisp out of it, and that's a good card to have for sure, but the Blessed Village doesn't really do anything here. I just went straight in for the couriers, and then I optimized for getting as many captains as possible. I had more captains. And then the other thing is like playing the innkeeper the way that I did, I think did actually, or playing captain as innkeeper the way that I was doing, I think I did actually make a difference. So yeah, all right. I think I'm going to quit while I'm ahead, so to speak here. It's a pretty good run. We lost one game. Actually, let me see if I can bring this up in DOMBot. Not that I can get that on the screen so easily, but well, that's only the previous 5 games. How many of them are today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games. I lost 1. So that's pretty good. And the one that I lost, I feel like I didn't really have many good outs. So I'm not going to claim that I wasn't lucky in any of the games that I did win. And like the game before this one where my opponent resigned, like where I was playing the diplomats and Way of the Mule, like I don't even know how that was going to go. I feel pretty good about most of the wins in terms of having taken better lines than my opponent. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this session of play. Anyway, I don't know how much I'm going to be doing this going forward, but I would like to do it more often than never, I guess. So, you know, if this is something, I guess if it is something you are interested in, let me know. That'll give me a little bit of extra motivation. But either way, I think it's fairly likely that I'll do it again before too long. Either way, thanks for watching, and see you next time.